Today's collectible spot, we are having a look at the Fungus. Watch them come alive. It says 2 fungi and collector file inside, but I have to admit the packaging is extremely vague. I saw these at Toys R Us as an impulse item. It was near the checkout stand when I was picking up other things. And initially I looked over, I wasn't sure if this was candy or a collectible figure. Based on the very, very vague read-up, I can only ascertain that this is a collectible, as it says 2 fungi and collector file inside. Down below it says batch vague lot number 1. And then on the back, it says warning, not suitable for children under 36 months due to small parts, choking hazard. I guess it comes to us from the folks over at Vivid Toy Group. I picked up 3 of these, whatever they are. And I'm going to need myself a knife, a knifey as you will. I got Old Red here. Let's go ahead and cut the plastic. By the way, if you are just looking for updates now on Old Red, I got a new knife, a new blade. It's still Old Red, good old Red that you guys have loved all these years. Got a new blade though, so the blade is a little bit sharper. Although whether you are using a dull knife or a sharp knife, obviously I still have to tell you to be very careful wielding knives. One wields a little bit more deadlier if it's got a sharper blade, but you can still hurt yourself with a dull blade. Don't kid yourself. I've done that before. Not on this channel, whew, luckily for that, but I have done that before where I've cut myself with what seemed to be a relatively dull knife. It was dull, but it wasn't that dull. Oh look, we also got a card inside. That I wasn't expecting that. I'm just going ahead and taking off the wrapper on all 3 so you don't have to sit and pause and wait for me to open up the next one. I'm doing it all now. I'm being constructive, productive. Although I guess I am being constructive as well because I'm wielding tools. But I'm not really necessarily building something, although you could say I'm building video content. They all have the, I'm going to guess, the same insert here. Let's open one up and see. Even like the insert is complicated. Why do we have to make it so complicated? Okay, so there's a series of different ones. There's Oozy, Digital, Tropical, Wild, and Body. On the other side there is Foodie, Friendly. And then it says, watch them come alive. I don't know how they come alive. Find all special 70 fungi. But look at the image here. Let me just, I bring it so close to the camera. I'm being not productive. Let's bring the camera in. How does it do this? Well, for starters, you can go to fungusamungustoys.com. Okay, well, I guess in some regards, I'm doing this video so that everybody else who's unaware of what a fungus is, not the fungus, because you want to stay away from that stuff, but this kind of fungus here. Well, for starters, they're sticky. Let me see if I can get a good example here. Obviously, the longer I do this, the less sticky it will be, but it's sticking. There you go, that's a good example. It's sticking to my hand. Well, let's do our best to kind of compare notes, shall we? Let's try to gauge which one we got. Well, one was green. That's an easy one. Or maybe it's not easy, I don't know. It looks like, doesn't really look like anything. It looks like a really ticked off green cauliflower or cabbage with legs. Can I go anything based on that? Anything based on that? No, I don't get, watch them come alive. Oh, do you just kind of, maybe you just squish them together. It's like squish, 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 and then, hey, I'm watching it come alive. No, maybe not. Let's look at the back here. Let's see. Now, it may not even be that color either. I'm looking, but it may not even be that color. Anything on this side? Nope, I don't see anything on that side. Anything on this side? I have absolutely no idea, and that's not a good way to start a video. I have absolutely no idea what this is. It's not on. I don't see it on either side. But like the drawings, for example, like Chunderbug. Maybe this is Chunderbug and he's just, no, he can't be. He doesn't look anything like him. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, unless it's this one. Abseth. It kind of looks like Abseth, although this one's pink. See, it's got the legs. It's kind of got that same sort of head. Green, yes, but I'm going to say it's abscess. Abscess. It's part of the body category. So we're going to put him in there. It's just, I guess it's like those old, I love these things when I was younger, the little sticky hands, or Cap and Crunch had the soggies, but they were the same idea. They were essentially the same thing. You could whip them and grab things. This one, on the other hand, looks more like a spider. Now it says come alive, but again, maybe it's sticky, so it sticks to itself, and then you just put it in your hand. Oh, look, it's almost coming alive, with maybe a little bit of assistance from my hand. Let's see if we can match this one up. Any ideas? Any ideas, guys? Unless it's this one. Arachnocode. Because it looks like this one, kind of. It's got the 4 eyes. It's got these little kind of red tubes on the sides, although it's yellow. And it's from the digital category. And this is Arachnocode. I like that they're squishy. I like that they're sticky, I should say. We'll just put him in the canister just so that he doesn't get everywhere else. Because he's going to get... I just dropped another one. These are all just coming off very, very easily. So I'll just peel that one off. I've learned my lesson. I'm just going to peel it off, put it to the side, then it's not going to bother anybody. Okay, so we've got a couple more. This one looks like it's kind of like a squid. Let's do some detective work. Squid. Okay, we got that. Squid. I guess it's Slimy. Is that his name? Slimy Slimy? His name is Slimy Slimy. And I had it the wrong way because that's the way it's going. Slimy Slimy. I was going to say more Squiddy Squiddy, but apparently it's Slimy Slimy, and it goes this way. Or this way. Kind of like that way. And it's part of the digital class. It also seems like when you get these, you get a smaller one and you get a larger one. This one clearly looks more like a bat. And let's see, based on the bat. Based solely only on the bat. Maybe it's nocturnal, which is a tropical. Of course, this one again is green. This one here is kind of like an orangey color. It's got all these little spots all over it too. But if it be anything like the old sticky hands, when these start getting hair and stuff all over them, you just rinse them under water and it gets them sticky again. Good idea, but the only problem with these being smaller collectibles, kids are probably going to put these in their pockets. They're going to get them, they're going to drop them on the floor. The dog's going to get them. Let's see here. These also kind of remind me of wacky wall walkers. Now, I'm probably really dating myself, but they were like little octopus things that you could whip against the wall, and they would just crawl down the wall just because they would unstick and then stick and unstick and stick, and basically would just come down the wall. Wacky wall walkers, look it up. There was also a show in the 80s called Dr. Fad, which was a bunch of kids that were coming up with inventions, and he wore a jacket full of wacky wall walkers. Don't believe me? Look it up. Dr. Fad. Take a trip on the wacky side. Dr. Fad. Let's see here. Every time Spot regales you guys with his stories, it really ultimately just makes me sound like I'm really old. I know. Well, I am old. I am getting up there, as they say. Let's see what we got on the back here. Okay. Oh, this one is Vitaman. It's friendly. Looks like he's got his tongue sticking out, though, so I don't know how friendly he can really be, but he's sticking out his tongue. This is Vitaman. Protecting, I guess, your body? I don't know. And lastly is this little gross little critter with a big tongue sticking out. There's no way he'll be pink on this. He'll be a different color. And let's see here. Kind of looks like a little squid, a little sluggy with hands. Can I go by that? Let's see here. I don't think it's this one. Let's flip the card over. I wish the card wasn't like this. I know it's trying to be, again, all very scientific and stuff, but let's see. Let's see. Again, it's... How would you describe that? It looks like a really slimy kind of slug with hands. It would be funny if his name was Slimy Slug with hands, but I know it wouldn't be. Oh, maybe it's this guy right here. Meathead. Meathead. Which actually is the same color, or almost the same color, as the actual one that we got. Meathead, which is actually right next to Arachnocode, which was the other one we got, which was also really close to Slimy. Oh, it was Slimy Smiley. Ah, I just defeated like 6 people that were putting comments down below saying it was Slimy Slimy. No, it's Slimy Smiley Spot. I know, it's right there. Slimy Smiley. I kind of like Slimy Slimy. This one also is Klingon. Can you call it that? But I guess it's a C rather than a K. These aren't bad. I think they were about $3 each. And again, you get them in these little sort of like petri dishes. I get what they're going with, but at the end of the day, they're okay. But I mean, they're just, I like the sticky aspect of it. I mean, that's, if you took that aspect away and it was just simply the rubbery characters, they're really not that much different from some of the other collectible figures out there on the market. The big draw, though, is that they're fungus, they're sticky, and they're gross. But I guess really so are the trash packs, except for the sticky end of it. Yet, I think they're probably eventually going to come up with sticky trash packs. Well, let's put the lid on. Let's not have any sort of outbreaks on this channel. That's one thing I could really not afford to have. Today's collectible spot, we were looking at the Fungus. I guess that is Fungus Ammungus. It should actually even be Fungus Among Us, but that doesn't really rhyme as well. Fungus Ammungus. Didn't know what they were. Now I know. Knowing is half the battle. Fungus Ammungus, collectible, what do you want to call these? Petri dish collectibles. Slimy. They were slimy. That's what we can take away from this. They were slimy. Stay tuned, guys. Slimy. Spot's got more videos heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.